Thanks to COVID, we all know what it's like to feel trapped. But I doubt any of us know what it's like to be trapped in a zoo as the exhibit. The Watchers. A new take on an old fable. Fairies. Now I know what you're thinking. Tinkerbell, right? Nope. I'm talking the old school fairies. The ones that our ancestors in Britain and parts of Europe would fear. These creatures that would mess with livestock and swap babies with half-human changelings and blight crops and do all manner of horrible things to humans if they didn't appease them. These are the main antagonists of the Watchers. These are the Watchers themselves. And Dakota Fanning plays a young woman with kind of a checkered past. Her backstory is fairly interesting. I kind of expected it to twist one way, but it twisted another way. But it wasn't bad. Anyway, she's living a hollow existence, and then her world gets turned upside down when she ends up in a room with 3 other people, and they all have to band together to survive or risk a fate worse than death. And also death. The whole atmosphere of the film was oppressive. Like, you felt trapped alongside the characters even before they actually got trapped. Fanning's character was trapped by her hollow existence, and while the landscape and cityscape of Ireland is beautiful to look at, you could tell that there's something off, a shadow that permeates this ancient land and can't be exposed even with modern technology. In fact, modern technology doesn't really work in the old parts of Ireland. And then we come to the main character of the story, the forest. Ancient, dark, where practically no sunlight reaches the bottom because the forest is so thick, even in winter. You just feel like the whole area is alive with something that doesn't care for humans. And you feel like the characters that are trapped in the forest, you being one of them, is slowly falling under some sort of spell. Like the sway of the fairies. Fanning works very well with her fellow actors. A boy with a checkered past, a recently widowed woman, and an old lady, an herbalist. Well, no, scratch that. The widow is the herbalist, the old lady is the encyclopedia of knowledge. And they all have their quirks. You get to know them. You like some, you dislike others. And you quickly see the dynamic of the various characters as they bounce off each other, slowly succumbing to cabin fever. As for the monsters, the fairies, they're kept mostly in shadow. They're meant to be humanoid, but clearly not human. Like something you see out of the corner of your eye, and you'd swear it was there, but when you turn to look, it's gone. And you hope that you never see it again. Especially in your room, when the shadows grow long. Some would argue these monsters were fairly generic, but I thought they were very well done. They do use some CGI, but keeping the creatures in shadow really helped deepen their mystique. Like, you could project whatever kind of darkness onto them from your own imagination, which really helped make you feel like these things were capable of overthrowing humanity with just the right push. The story itself felt like it should have been long, because it's like 100+ minutes, but at the same time, it didn't feel very long. It felt quick. And you're slowly peeling back layers of the story, but it doesn't get too monotonous. At least not for me. There is a twist. It is a Shyamalan picture. I think one of his daughters was the main boss of the flick, with him being a producer. And I thought she did good. I'm not going to tell you what the twist is, but it was there. Definitely. Overall, the environment, the acting, the creature effects, all made for a fairly spine-tingling story. Maybe not as good as the one with the grandparents, but The Visit, that's what I was thinking of. But it was still pretty good. I'd recommend it as maybe a late-night creature feature, coupled with something like Talk to Me or Abigail. So yeah, it's definitely the kind of film you'd see if you were watching one of those flicks with an ancient creature, like the movie The Ritual, or maybe something more witchy like Hereditary. So yeah, it's in that vein, basically. This is Mr. J signing out and reminding you, stay out of the woods at night. Even a young stand of trees may hide ancient secrets that you really don't want to unearth. There's a reason these legends persist. Stay in the light.